A humanitarian crisis is unfolding at the Beitbridge border. Truck drivers have been stuck for about 2 weeks now. They blame a new system by Zim Borders, which is in charge of the Zimbabwean side of the border. Let's speak to Gavin Kelly now, who is with the Road Freight Association. Gavin, thank you for making time. The mess that is happening at the border, we've been speaking to truck drivers telling us about how it's a health hazard. Some of them have actually been robbed while there at night, because it really takes a couple of days before they can cross the border. What's been the impact of this mess on businesses?
Good afternoon, Clement, and good afternoon to your viewers. And it's really, really bad that one has to talk about this mess at Beitbridge again. You remember what happened last year when we had the whole COVID protocol and things got a little bit sticky and there were these long queues. And we seem to be back to a similar sort of situation where trucks are now standing in long queues trying to get through because of a couple of changes in terms of how to cross the bridge and paying for the bridge that were implemented by the Zimbabwean authorities. And so be it, I suppose it is their right to do as they deem fit and to charge a toll. But the processes to do that have really created a lot of problems, apart from even the price of those tolls. So really now we have trucks again standing where our drivers cannot get to decent ablutions, they cannot get water or food, and we're trying to get that to them. And as always, there are people who want to take advantage of them and try and rob them of either their possessions or whatever is on the truck. So it really, really is a bad state of affairs.
What's the situation currently? I mean, the visuals haven't been looking good over the last 2 days. You could see just the queue of the trucks stretching to over 4 kilometers. From the last you checked, how is it looking?
Well, if you noticed, I was looking down on the table because I'd asked the guys on the ground where we were right now, and they're saying the queue is around 10 kilometers. So
sure.
It was 7 kilometers this morning, and it's got a little bit worse again. Hopefully we can get this solved by the end of today. This is really, really not acceptable.
How do we get it solved, Gavin, when it looks like it's been difficult for the South African government to continue with their counterparts in Zimbabwe? I interviewed the Home Affairs Minister, Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi, 2 days ago on this show, and he said that he was struggling to get a hold of his counterpart in Zimbabwe. And I imagine, had there been proper communication and cooperation between the two countries, we wouldn't be here.
No, Clement, I think you've hit the nail on the head exactly. I really feel for the minister, and we've tried as well. We've put pressure where we can. I mean, the South African authorities, SARS, has done a sterling job. They really got pre-clearing going a whole number of years ago, and we really thought we were now going to flow smoothly through this border. And this border is one of the biggest borders in Africa, if not the largest, in terms of the sort of freight that moves through this very, very small opening between two countries. So really, I don't know how we're going to address this if our Zimbabwean counterparts don't come to the party. What's of greater concern, Clement, is that we all signed the African Free Trade Agreement, the African Continental Free Trade Agreement at the beginning of the year. And that is really supposed to turn things around, and you shouldn't have this sort of thing happening. So that really, really is cause for great, great concern.
Yeah, in fact, the Minister of Home Affairs told me that, what's happening there at the Beitbridge border makes a mockery of that Continental Free Trade Agreement. Gavin, thank you for making time on the lead this afternoon. Gavin Kelly is with the Road Freight Association, just giving us the latest on that congestion at the Beitbridge border.